So let's just kick off. Amazing. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of an insight into Princess and who we are and a bit of a flavour of what's to come. So let's talk a little bit about why Princess and what sets Princess apart. So of course we have to mention the Love Boat when we talk about Princess. I'm sure a few of you will know that famous TV show that was in the 80s, which was actually set on board our ships, and since then we're really proud to continue the legacy of what traditional cruising was about and all of the amazing things that you can do and enjoy on board. So when you think about Princess, you really want to think about that it's a timeless cruise experience, and like I said, it's all of those traditional aspects of cruising that people have loved for so many years, and then bringing a modern twist onto that. So yeah, we've got luxury on a whole new level. So again, when you think about Princess, it's really thinking about us doing all of those simple things that really matter very well. So really premium levels of dining, drinks and entertainment, as well as of course the ships once you're on board. We've got a passion for over 345 destinations, and we're going to go into a little bit of detail about our top ones today, and those to really focus on when you're selling Princess. And of course, what Princess are famous for is our medallion class experience. Again, we're going to go into that into a little bit more detail as we go through, but medallion class is how we give our guests such an amazing experience on board through our innovative technology on our ships. Cool. So thinking a little bit about our audience and which clients you should be pushing Princess on. So we've got affluent, energetic adults, travel enthusiasts open to cruising, multi-generational families, which is getting even bigger at the moment, as I'm sure you guys are aware, and active seniors. So when you're on board a Princess ship, there really is something for everyone, and we try to tailor it to people of all ages, and that's what you really want to think about. And of course, because we've got a premium experience, you want to be thinking about those affluent clients as well. And of course, we have to mention our amazing fleet of 17 ships. So Princess is a really big brand. We sail all over the world, and we've got 17 ships carrying guests around the world. So we categorize these into 4 categories, and this just makes sure that you know the ship that you're getting and the experience you're going to get once you're on board. But I think what's really great is we give a really consistent experience on board, no matter what the size or the age of the ship. So we categorize these into 4 categories. The first one is Coral class. These are our small to mid-size ships, and we call these our adventure ships because they can go to those more unique ports. We then have our Grand class. We call these our home away from home. So they're your, again, mid-sized ships that have got a little bit more to do kind of on board, but still have got that homely feel of knowing all of the crew on board and getting that really personalised service to you. We then, probably our most popular class is our Royal class. So these are ships that you guys probably already know and love. They are mid to large size ships, and they go all over the world, which is really amazing. And then of course, what we're really proud of, and the new news of Princess at the moment, is our Sphere class ships. So these are our largest size ships. You had Sun Princess join the fleet last March in 2024, and then we had Star Princess join the fleet this October. So these are everything that modern day cruising is, and all of the learnings that we've taken over the 60 years have really been put into these ships. Another video for you guys. No, don't worry. Sorry, we've got it was hidden. Anyway, let's move on to our medallion class. So just going to take you through some of the highlights of the medallion class and talk that through in a little bit more detail. So what is a medallion? So as you can see in the photo there are a coin-sized piece on the clothing of those guests. And what this acts as is what other brands would call your cruise card. So essentially you would carry this around with you everywhere on the ship, and it's really going to elevate the service that you get on board. So that little piece is actually a bit of technology that is connected to sensors around the ship, and it also connects to your phone. So wherever you are, your phone will know that. So you can use a map if you ever get lost. You can order food and drinks to specific parts of the ship. So for example, if you're on top deck or some of our restaurant and bar areas, and even your cabin, you can order food or drink to wherever you are, which is amazing. You can also add your family onto this. So if you've got children sailing with you, a really, really great way to be able to keep track of where they are for health and safety reasons. But don't worry, you guys can also switch that off. So if you want to hide from your family, you can do that too. Yeah. Sorry, just going to make sure we've got everyone muted. Cool. All good. Another one to talk about is that also it connects to your cabin. So when you approach your cabin, it's really, really clever. The door just unlocks automatically for you. So if you've got a hand full of coffees or cocktails later in the day, the door will just open for you, which is a really, really nice touch as well. And I think what this really does for guests on board is give them that personalised experience, because the crew members will also know who you are when you're around the ship. So if you approach a bar area, they will be able to see the last drink that your clients or guests have, which is really amazing because it just makes everyone feel special throughout the cruise. And that extends also to kind of your house, the people that work in your cabins as well, that always greet you by your first name, because they know exactly who you are because of this piece of technology, which is really amazing. I think that's something that people miss when they go to other brands for sure. Cool. So as I mentioned earlier, of course, families are really important to us, and this multi-generational aspect of cruising, which is getting more and more popular. So traveling with children, parents, grandparents, friends, there really is something for everyone. So of course, for our younger audience, we've got dedicated youth clubs for ages 3 to 17, and they've got different tailored activities and rooms based on those ages. We've also got family friendly dining options, including kids menus and flexible seating. Of course, we've got interactive entertainment for all ages. So we also know that it's really important for families to spend time together on board. So we've got things going on all throughout the day. So for example, you've got something like Jenga happening in the piazza in the daytime, to Broadway shows and game nights in the evening. So something for everyone to be able to enjoy. Of course, accommodation is really important as well. So we've got spacious family suites with interconnecting rooms for up to 8 guests, which is great for big groups traveling. And as I've already mentioned, you've got the medallion class technology, which is really great for being able to track your family and gives you an easy boarding experience as well for people who've got younger, probably more impatient kids.
Today's gonna look good with the frame around it. Like a dream come true, so glad we found it. So let's own it. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good day. With you by my side. With you by my side.
So that was a really, really great video introducing everyone to our Princess packages. And again, I think this is something that we are really, really famous for. So I'm sure, as you guys know, that all cruises come with immense value, and that's because you're going to multiple destinations in one holiday. And I'm sure everyone can agree that land-based holidays are getting more and more expensive. You know, flights with airlines, hotels, everything, it all starts to really add up. And what we do with Princess is add on packages which make value even better. So just to talk about the 2 packages that we've got. So we have got Princess Plus, which is £50 per person per day. Now this gives you 15 drinks per day, but within this you get unlimited specialty teas, coffees and hot chocolates. You also get 12 bottles of water included that as well. So you get 15 drinks plus all of those additionals. You also get Wi-Fi for 1 device per guest. You get 4 casual dining meals per guest. So those are the ones that are in between kind of our inclusive dining options, like your main dining, kind of deck bars and things like that. And then in between our speciality dining, which is our top enhanced dining. So normally your casual dining venues would range from about $15 to $30 per person, but you get 4 of those included in the cost, and you can use those at either lunchtime or dinner time, which is really great. And of course, you get your crew appreciation, or otherwise known as gratuities, included in that as well. So I'm sure you can see the value starting to come together, because just adding Wi-Fi for one device per person per day would be $29.99. So you start thinking about that with your drinks involved, it really, really is worth doing. Then moving on to the Premier package, this is really when you're going to start leveling up, and it really is giving that all-inclusive feel. So you actually get unlimited drinks included in that, and also worth mentioning that with the Plus package, those drinks can be up to $15 per drink, whereas with Premier you get up to $20, and that means that you get access to the higher, more premium spirits and wines, for example, and cocktails too. So you get all of those top-end drinks on an unlimited basis. Of course, you also get your teas and coffees and water included in that as well. Another really amazing one, and I think the real kind of sell point for Premier, is that you get unlimited casual and speciality dining. So all of the top speciality dining that we have on board, you can use that as many times as you want throughout your cruise. So we've got a few different options for that depending where you are per ship. But for example, our most loved ones are Sabatini's, which is our Italian tapas, and Crown Grill, which is our seafood and steak restaurant. So those tend to be from $30 to $60 per person cover charge. You'd get those completely free, which is amazing. In terms of Wi-Fi, you get 4 devices per guest. So this is really great if you've got a tablet with you, laptop, you get that per person extra, which is amazing. Of course, again, your crew appreciation and gratuities. You also get unlimited professional photos, reserved theatre seating, which is really great. As you can imagine, the theatre gets very busy in the evenings, especially that later show. So making sure that you always have somewhere to seat is really nice, and it makes you feel special. And recently brought in is our shore excursion credit. So we've got so many different amazing shore excursions to enjoy on board, and having a credit, that's the price is dependent on the length of your cruise, but you can use that towards a shore excursion, which is really amazing as well. Sorry, taking a while. In terms of the pricing, this actually goes up slightly for our Sphere class ship, so Sun and Star Princess, because you've got a bit more of an enhanced offering on board in terms of all of the different things and things you can do on board, but also kind of dining options as well. There's more restaurants to enjoy. We have actually slightly upped those prices. So for Plus, you're looking at £55 per person per day, and for Premier, you're looking at £80 per person per day. Great. I am now going to hand over to Mike, who's going to take us through a bit more about the destination focuses that we've got on offer at the moment.
Thank you very much, Abby. I appreciate it. And just trying to make sure I can see you all there. You can see me okay?
Yeah.
A little bit of a wave.
Yeah.
So destinations is a huge reason why we all love to be on a cruise, right? We get to visit some of the most incredible places, and it's something that Princess is really known for. Visiting over 345 destinations, over 100 countries, all 7 continents. And today we're going to be talking about a couple of places in particular: Alaska, the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean. So I've been in the US for a very long time on ships over there. But one thing I want to re-emphasize for Princess is the fact that it's not just visiting these places. Princess really takes those itineraries and makes them special for you as well. So what do I mean by that? It would give you cultural experiences on board the ships themselves. So they bring on, let's say you're in Alaska, you might get a lumberjack coming on board for the day. You might also have a steel bass player playing music. You'd have cooking demonstrations that match exactly the food you'd expect in that port of call as well. So it really is taking the destination to the ship, as well as, of course, the ship to the destination. So let's move on to the next one.
To the wild, to the wild, to the wild I go. Oh,
Well, I hope that got you very excited. Let's go to the next one. We've talked about our amazing destinations we're going to. Here it comes. So we're going to Alaska, Mediterranean, and the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, the place I'll be talking about today. And let's go straight to Alaska. Let's do it. I really like that. But wait a minute. I want to just emphasize one thing. We've all been on a train, right? Every one of us has been on a train in England. And that train in that video is nothing like the train I took from Reading to London the other day. Can we play that video again? I want to emphasize the train bit on here as well, because I can't even fathom this. And I mean, a 15-second video is also amazing. One more time. If you haven't been to Alaska yet, this has got to get you in the mood. Look at that train. I mean, like, she's obviously been on the train. Look how hard she is. So Alaska is amazing. It really is. Now, one of the things we really want to emphasize about Alaska, firstly, I want to say, if you've been there, put a little love heart if you've been to Alaska. Give me a thumbs up if you've been there, you love it. If you've been there, what's so special about it is that feeling as you wake up in the morning, you open up your cabin door and you feel the air, see nature. And we really are going big on Alaska. We are proud to be the #1 cruise line for Alaska, and we've got 8 different ships heading out to Alaska. Now it's more capacity, more choice, but even more so, we've actually got 1 ship from every single one of the classes in our fleet, which Abbie has gone over with you. And from her description, you know that each ship brings something different to the table. We've also got 17 amazing destinations, all that bring something else to your guests. 17 itineraries, which means there is something for every traveler. And with 5 different departure ports, it means your flexible options for the start of your journey. And more, we're going to talk about our amazing owned wilderness lodges as well. So let's get Alaska brought to life even more. So these lodges, they're really special. So the ways to experience Alaska, you've got convenient departures with the round trip cruises, you've got inside passages, you've got the voyage to the glaciers. That is the one-way sailings with glacier highlights. Now, cruise tours, which I just mentioned, is that combination with Princess Lodges. And cruise and rail takes you on that beautiful train we just saw a few minutes ago as well. I mean, when you're doing these combination days, it really can bring so much to the table. But more, so let's have a quick look at our amazing wilderness lodges.
When you come to Alaska and you come to the Princess Lodges, it extends the cruise ship. The 5 lodges are wonderful. They're all in different locations, so you're seeing different parts of Alaska. Each one is reflective of the area that they're in. If you're even hesitating about coming here, this is the most amazing place. When you leave here, you will have this in your heart, and you just have to come see Alaska, and Princess is the best way to see it.
I love that video. And if you've been there, I'm sure you feel exactly the same. I'll never forget my first time into Alaska. And one thing we want to talk about is, of course, these wilderness lodges. They each bring something special to the table. But the main things about all of these lodges is they're in prime locations. They're sat in scenic locations. They're right next to the main attractions like Denali National Park. It gives you a perfect base to explore the area. Now, they're custom built for Princess. That's what they're made for our cruise tour guests. So it gives you unique, comfortable locations, and the transit between ship and these lodges is seamless. The luggage, for instance, will get there for you so easily. On-site amenities, what you'd expect. They've, of course, got a great big room with a fireplace. They've also got gift shops, bars, multiple dining options. And of course, when you're there, you can book different opportunities to experience Alaska even better. You've all been sightseeing. Well, in Alaska, you can do flight seeing, and you can really see some amazing wildlife when you go there. But I mean, it's a little bit of a taster for Alaska. I hope you're excited about heading there and really feeling the Princess difference. But I'm now going to change temperature slightly and let's head over to the Mediterranean.
There's a world of endless color. Here we go.
It's exciting. I really do love the Mediterranean as well. I just like to be on a cruise. The Mediterranean experience is really special. 5 different ships gives you a chance to experience the whole of the Mediterranean in special comfort. Elevated service on our premium ships, and you get to go to 108 stunning destinations. 31 cultural rich countries and special places that not everyone gets to go to. With over 200 sailings, there's something for everyone, whether it's the food you're going for, the history, the romance, the adventure, the food, the gelato, whatever it is. And really in the Mediterranean, I can't emphasize enough that some of the amazing options we've got now with promotions for FlyMed really shouldn't be missed. I mean, I'm sure you've all been over to the Mediterranean already, but whether you're a seasoned sailor or maybe there's someone looking for their first cruises, right now you can go to like Rome, and out of Rome you've got some great deals. And in a 7-day cruise, you can go to Kotor, Dubrovnik, you can go to Naples, as well as Corfu. I mean, that's a fantastic 4-day combination, and there's some really amazing deals right now as well. Of course, when you're doing it, you've got great special shore excursions, and we just really try and make it as memorable as possible. Now, highlights for Europe, we want to quickly emphasize. I kind of already jumped the gun. I talked about Rome already, but Enchanted Princess is a great way to do Rome, or Civitavecchia, which is your gateway to Rome, which is so special. But also in the Baltic, the Caribbean Princess in the Baltic gets you sailing from Copenhagen for the first time, and that is a really special opening destination. Of course, going from Copenhagen, which is an amazing city already, gives you some really great options. Even more sailing from Southampton, I'm sure everyone's really excited about. 32 sailings we had in 2026, but in 2027 there's 45 departures planned, which you're really excited about. And I mean, of course, Oktoberfest sounds amazing as well, doesn't it? I must admit, I really do love the Caribbean. I got it right. It took me 3 attempts. And then really the Caribbean has got something for everybody. I spent the majority of my time at sea sailing around the Caribbean. Oh, so close. And there really is so many great reasons to head over there. Now, of course, 12 different ships, 23 islands, 5 departure ports. You really can get there all year round and experience something really special. The sun and the star being out there as well. And I mean, I'll say that as well. I'm going to talk about the sun and the star again. In all of these places, whether you're going to be in the Mediterranean or especially Alaska, on the ships, princess ships with the big glass windows, experiencing the beauty of these places really is going to stand out to your guests. And let's talk a little bit more about the Caribbean. Now, what does it bring to you? It brings beautiful beaches, soft sand, turquoise waters. It's also somewhere that everyone loves to tell their friends and family they've been to. It is a place with such prestige to visit, and every single one of those islands brings something different to the table. Maybe you want to go to St. Thomas or Grand Cayman, or maybe you want to go somewhere like Cozumel and experience the Mayan ruins, or maybe check out the forts in San Juan. There's so many UNESCO sites as well to visit as you go. But of course, the water, perfect for being out there and diving. Maybe you want to play on some of those beautiful golf courses out there. I know I spent a lot of my time enjoying that as well. But we also really pride ourselves on bringing the culinary tours right to the forefront, and also having late night departures gives more time. It's daytime as well as in the evening. We really do have so many options between the Eastern, Western, and Southern Caribbean. And I also, of course, want to mention something special to us, which is Princess K. Now, Princess K itself is our destination. I don't know if any of you have been there before, but if you have, give us a reaction in the chat right now. I want to know what you think of it. And it is really standing out as well because Princess Premier and Princess Plus, those packages we just heard about from Abbie, they actually transfer ashore as well. So you can enjoy those packages while enjoying the beautiful private beach resort that's exclusive to Princess guests. The Medallion Net Wi-Fi works there as well. It's over 40 acres with half a mile of white sandy beaches. There's barbecue, there's a craft market, there's water sports, there's so much there as well. You can even enjoy the view from the observation tower. But it really is a special one. Something else really special for the Caribbean is in 2027, Princess guests can also visit Celebration Key, which is a destination owned by the Carnival Corporation. And for the first time, 2027, Princess guests will be able to go there. And actually, I just did a video explaining what's special about Celebration Key recently. We put it on our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page, and we'd love for you to check it out as well. Let's keep it going and talk about Sphere Class.
Amazing. I think this leads on really nicely to Sphere Class, because the great thing is our Sphere Class ship, Sun and Star Princess, actually sail to all of the destinations we've just gone through. So Sun Princess, it's in the name. In the summer, well, the UK summer, Sun sails in the Mediterranean. She goes from Barcelona to Athens to Rome, which is really nice. You get a nice mixture of the different itineraries there. And then you've got Star Princess, who's also going to be sailing Alaska as well as the Caribbean too, and then is going to go on and do some amazing West Coast voyages. So really nice mixture of itineraries that you can enjoy on our Sphere Class. We've got a nice video to kind of bring it to life a little bit more about the experience you can have.
I'm all about my business, no apologies. I run a life fitness, can't believe in this moment. I'm free, I'm free. Yeah, look good, smell good is a vibe. It's about on my wrist, it's about that die. Gotta go big 'cause I got that. Gotta go big 'cause I got one life. I'm feeling good. Getting better, feeling good.
Amazing. So hopefully that really brought to life some of the amazing spaces that are on board Sun and Star Princess. And like I said earlier, it really is all of the learnings that we've taken from 60 years of sailing have been put onto these ships. As I've already said, they're the newest ships into fleet, with Sun coming in 2024 and Star just this October in 25, and they're both now currently sailing the Caribbean. So imagine those amazing open spaces, but in the Caribbean waters. Again, like I've said, they are our largest ships in the fleet, and they've also got the most amount of balconies as well. So we've got 1,500 balconies, which is totally amazing because we know that that's our most popular cabin option. It gives you that inside space, but also the outside space too. So you can imagine in the Caribbean, sunbathing with a cocktail, but then in Alaska, sailing through all of the amazing waters and the scenery there too. We've got 4,300 passengers on board, and I think this is where we can really bring to life the service. So when you look at in the same size, you've got P&O Cruises ships, Iona and Avia, and they are the exact same size as Sun and Star Princess, but we actually carry 1,000 less guests. So you can imagine there's a lot more space on board, and you get really amazing service with that as well. I'm now just gonna talk about, I think this is going to be our Sanctuary Collection video, so I will let it roll and then I'll go into a bit more detail about what that is and the difference on Sun and Star Princess. So yeah, as I said, this is actually new for Sun and Star Princess. Now, many of you may be aware that we've also got the Sanctuary on board our other ships, and that is a kind of top deck private area, almost like a beach club kind of style that you can pay for on the other ships. You can do this for a day, an afternoon, or your entire cruise. Now, what we've decided to do with the Sanctuary Collection is make this a bit more of an exclusive experience, and it basically comes with certain cabin levels and above. So certain deluxe balconies and above mean that you will get access to the Sanctuary Collection, and there's a number of benefits that you get included in that. Of course, it gives you, like I said, exclusive access to the Sanctuary Club, and this really is an amazing area on the ship. It really is an intimate feel, a small ship within a big ship kind of feel. You've got your own service there, you've got a gorgeous pool. Like I said, it's really like a beach club vibe, kind of Santorini is the inspiration for it. So amazing white cabanas, different beds that you can sit on, and there are just so many amazing features in there that have been thought out so lovely. So for example, you may have noticed in the video we've got a champagne wall where you'll ring a bell and you'll get the champagne literally given to you through a wall. So I mean, that just speaks for itself. But whilst you're there as well, there's different dining options on board that you can have, so they'll hold nice buffet lunches there, and just loads of nice things going on. Including that as well, you get the perks of Princess Premier, which was the top package which I talked through earlier. So not only have you got exclusive access to the club, you've got everything on an unlimited basis as well. So you can enjoy as many drinks as you like, as I already said, as much dining as you'd like, as well as this. So it's really given you an enhanced offering. You also get a private restaurant, which is situated just outside of the Sanctuary Collection on both ships. And this means that it's kind of similar to the main dining room, but it is a different menu every night. And it means that you'll never have to sit in any queues or anything when you're wanting to dine in the evenings, because you've got your private restaurant there, which is amazing. And again, like I said, you get that personalised service, because it's all of the same servers working every single night there, which is great too. We've also got premium amenities and service. So like I said, we've got our own food menu on board, even some of your own cocktails that you can't get elsewhere on the ship, but also they hold different activities such as wellness classes as well, which are only for Sanctuary Collection guests. As I mentioned as well, it's determined on the stateroom that you have. So certain deluxe balconies and then above. So your mini suites, suites and sky suites mean that you'd be part of this collection, and it all becomes inclusive of one price. So this really is for your clients or guests that are looking for a more enhanced option. They've got a bit more disposable income. It's a really special holiday for them, for example, an anniversary or a honeymoon, and it's really going to give them something extra and a bit more luxury once they're on board. Yeah, there was a really nice video there just showing a bit more about that Sphere class offering on board Star Princess. So like I said, Star's now sailing the Caribbean, and we welcomed her into the fleet in October, and it's been a really exciting time for us. Some of us even lucky enough to get on board and can confirm she's as amazing. She is as amazing as she looks. So yeah, really great one to sell to your clients and guests. I'm going to hand over to Mike now, just to talk a little bit more about the training tools and agent benefits that we offer when selling with Princess.
I love it. So the first thing is OneSource is your one-stop shop for everything that you could need to know or access. So please don't forget to always utilize this. It will guide you through as much as we can. And we're going to keep updating this to give you more and more to benefit from as many resources as we can supply to you to make sure you can get your guests on that perfect Princess cruise. And if you get your phone out now, you can give that a scan as well for our additional agent platforms and training tools. Give that a scan. And also make sure you're getting involved with all of the fun we're doing this month, because we really do have a lot of things going on. So apart from everything, you can check out our YouTube channel, see the webinars, system tutorials. By the way, as well, we're really excited about our destination experiences in 2026. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that would very, very much like to try and get on that. Well, being here today has contributed to your engagement with our December social advent calendar. By the way, if you've enjoyed the advent calendar so far, Danny, who is in charge of the advent calendar, is on this feed as well. So give her a thumbs up, because I think it's absolutely amazing. It gives you a daily chance to win. But anytime you're engaging with our social advent calendar, maybe with the advent calendar itself, or maybe on this webinar, or on our Kahoot quiz we've got on Friday, or maybe you're signing up for the newsletter, whatever you're doing to engage with us this month, gives you more of a chance to be on that exclusive destination experience trip in 2026. We've got these trips and we're so excited about it. So don't forget to also join in on the Kahoot on Friday at 10 a.m. Good luck for that one as well. And we really hope you win. And hopefully you took something out of this webinar today. We really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Abby. I really enjoyed that as well. So thank you.
Amazing. Has anyone got any questions? And then I will go on to reveal the prize winner. I have already picked someone based on our number generator, but any questions that you've got for myself and Mike whilst we're here? I think it's worth noting as well that Kahoot on Friday is actually going to be based off of this presentation. So you guys have got a really, really good chance there of taking something away from this and potentially winning a prize because of it. But yeah, any questions, feel free to pop it onto the chat. Take yourself off mute. And if not, you have kind of got our emails and stuff. So any questions, feel free to pop them to us after if you're more comfortable doing it that way.
I'm going to ask a quick question to everybody here then. Give me a thumbs up if you've engaged in the social advent calendar so far this month, because we're getting over 200 people every day doing it. So I'm curious, yes, how great is that, right? So I'm glad that you're enjoying that one. I've got some questions coming through, I believe.
Just as thank you. So I think that's good. Well, we obviously have covered everything you guys needed to know, which is really positive. So I'm actually going to reveal the winner of the Princess branded suitcase, and that actually ties in really well with the fact that they're currently on Sky in the Caribbean at the moment. So Emma Ailes, you have won the Princess branded suitcase, and we hope you're enjoying your cruise whilst you're there as well.
Congratulations, very exciting.
Emma, if you could email the Academy inbox after this, and we'll make sure we get that prize to you. I don't think we could post it to the Caribbean though, so just your UK address would be great. Great. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you very much, everybody, and we look forward to connecting with you soon and seeing you on Friday for our Kahoot quiz, because I mean you've got the inside line for the answers. So great job being here today.
Just going to stop
Thank you.
recording.